Hi, I'm Una Drake, and in this video I'm going to show you how I converted my 2007 Toyota Matrix into a microcamper. I just got done with an epic 6-week road trip where I was in this camper for a lot of that time. I also did some house sitting, but today I'm going to show you how I created my microcamper. Now, one of the kind of cool features about this microcamper is that it's almost everything in it can be removed. So when I'm not on the road, like now I'm going to be home for quite a while, and I can completely convert this car back to just normal car mode. But anyway, let's get into it. So first of all, the mattress itself, you can see right here, it's a Z-fold mattress that I bought on Amazon, and this particular model fits basically perfectly right in like the 2/3 portion of the matrix. It's on the right hand side as you're looking at the car with the back hatch up. Now I did make a little bit of modification to the foam. I don't know if you can see, but I was able to unzip the cover to this foam mattress, and I cut it out so that it could fit around the plastic parts inside the car and perfectly fit in this area. And then leaving me room on the other side of the car for this kitchen. So one of the things I want to share with you here is that I had to do a lot of thinking to figure this kind of kitchen area out. And what I came to is I discovered that I could buy a cabinet organizer on Amazon for about $100. Because here's the deal, I had seen like a car camper, ready-made car camper kitchens with slide out water and slide out stove and that kind of thing. But the ones I had seen were more expensive than I wanted to spend, and they were too big for my car. I have very limited space here that I could use, and so I knew the ready-made versions, at least the ones that I saw, were not going to work for me. But I discovered that you can buy these cabinet organizers that have the ready-made extension slides, the really nice drawer slides, which those are expensive. I had thought that maybe I would need to build this on my own, and I was actually pricing just the slide, the drawer hardware, and I was discovering that is quite expensive. So when I discovered that you could buy the cabinet organizers, that you could just, they come basically in a little kit, and you have to put them together, but this was not hard. I just put it together in maybe an hour or something at home. It was not hard with basic tools, and it comes with the drawer, it comes with the hardware, it comes with the braces that so it can stack all right, and this did very, very well on my trip. It was no problem. I was able to find a 2.5 gallon water jug that basically perfectly fits in the drawers. I just notched out this section here. I did with a kind of a round cutting tool on my drill. I notched it out so that the spout wouldn't get hung up on this ledge, and that's why I ordered the wooden drawer models, because you can get the cabinet organizers with different materials, and I wanted the wood because I figured I might need to make a few modifications, and wood is generally easy to work with. So I was able to notch that out. This worked great for filling up, water bottles, pots and pans, whatever I needed. That was really convenient. And now I did discover that I do need to use a bungee cord to keep it closed, especially when this is full of water, because it's with the weight. If I don't use, now with the top drawer, I did need to do a couple things to kind of slightly modify, the drawer. As you can see, I'm not just using the drawer itself. I have a board on top of it, and then my camp stove on top of the board. And that's for stability, because if I just put the camp stove on top of the drawer, I think it wouldn't be safe, because the camp stove could too easily tip off. Also, you can see that I have the drawer extended, and if I let go, the drawer will roll back into the car. And obviously that's not what you want when you're cooking. So to solve that issue, I just used a binder clip, and I clipped on the rail behind the drawer, and then that is very effective at preventing the drawer from rolling backwards. And I used that on my trip, and it worked no problem. All right, now here's a close-up of the binder clip and how that prevents this drawer from falling back. And I also want to show you how this part down here works. So here, you can see that I attached the drawer organizer to a board, just a pine board. I like that you can put the Z-fold mattress up and then use this surface to cook or prepare food on. And this is an example of the rails that the Matrix has. It has 2 of those rails, and that's what I used to secure the kitchen unit into the vehicle. This part of the car, I used fabric cubes to keep me organized, and that worked out really well. I used this fabric cube for food, and then 2 fabric cubes for clothes. So this is the side door of the car, obviously, and this is how I would normally get in and out of the car when I was gonna, go to sleep at night. I also want to show you that behind the passenger seat, kind of in this gap area, I would normally keep a jug of water, and this is where I kept kind of an emergency water stash, because I always feel like it's best to have extra water when you're on the road. So just in case of emergency, you never want to be without it. It's pretty perfectly right there. And I found that the cardboard box to put the fabric cubes in was very convenient, because I really liked the top surface to put things on, especially at night when I was actually sleeping in there. I could put my phone there, I could put my glasses there. I put a fan there a lot of times when I wanted air movement throughout the cabin of the car while I was sleeping. It was found it very convenient to have that actual box. Even though it was just a cardboard box, I found that it was really nice to have, and it really helped keep me organized. So in the front of the car, in the front passenger seat, while I was traveling, I kept a cooler, And that's what I use to keep all my snacks organized. I'm someone who likes to eat while I'm driving a lot of times, and I think it was really convenient to have snacks close by, and I found this was really convenient. I also kept my camp chair right up here in front of the passenger seat, and for this trip, this would be kind of optional, for a build like this. But I chose to get myself a power, like a power station. I got an EcoFlow River 2, basically like battery pack, and that came in really handy. Now I knew that I would need to use my computer from the road, and so I knew that I wanted to have power on the road. That's optional for you, but I would keep my EcoFlow down on the floor in front of the passenger seat, and that way I could charge it from the cigarette lighter when I needed to, and I could also charge like my fans down on the floor while I was driving, for example, and that worked out really well for me. Now, to convert it into sleeping mode for night, I would just move the cooler over to the driver's seat, and then I just flip this seat, the passenger seat, down, and then put the foam pad down. And then the mattress is roughly flat. It's not completely flat, but it's mostly flat, and it worked. It was comfortable enough to sleep on. So that's basically my microcamper. It worked really well, and if you want to do something like this in your car, I totally encourage you to do it. You can do it pretty cheaply, and you can have a comfortable camping trip. All right, catch you next time. Thanks.